At this point in my life, now 45 years old, I'm trying to direct my course from a new perspective as a teacher. I have been getting used to new things and technologies that when I studied were science fiction, literally. Thinking every day about what we receive at the school during my time as a student. In this podcast, we will analyze the situation that used to happen in the education of my time compared with the new advantages and try not to take the attitude that the good old days. Well, let's start with the attitude of the teachers. And here we must keep in mind that also we will always find people who do not like what they do. It is not the central issue of what I come to explain here. So, what do I mean by the attitude of the teachers? Although the time of seeing the professor as an all-powerful being who was right, transmits something, very little of his eternal knowledge to the illiterate who dare to come before him in his wonderful temple of wisdom. It was already coming to its downfall due to emerging trends of new forms of pedagogy such as Montessori, which obviously being in one of the most marginalized sectors of my city, I never got to know, but with some of the teachers who come to my school had read at least during their time at their university. This added to the time in which my professor grew up, in which the revolution against the North or against the law was marked by the those of the 60s and 70s in first world countries. Gave me a panel of dreamers, which I imagine were very similar to those dreamers who had tried to vary didactics in Europe many years ago. Let's face it, everything came to our country many years later. Strangely, like how Melquiades brought knowledge to José Arcadio Buendía in the book Cien Años de Soledad. When we think about this, we realize what magical realism really means. So, these dreamers of protest music, mule wine, rock mixed with salsa, cumbia, and merengue, try to give us hope of surviving in the third world that we are used to living. They almost completely repress physical punishment, um, were betting on a type of didactics in didactics in their classes, obviously without deviating too much from what they had to teach by law. As you can see, this is not very different from what is now presented in current education, but with the difference that anyone, even teachers, had has access to all types of information. So knowledge is not backward; it's at hand, and the only thing we have to fear is false information. The problem for teachers today is trying to stay informed, to be updated on what surrounds them. Fortunately for me, I have realized that so at the same time as what I'm learning to be a teacher, I'm learning details or tips that may today students uh, or, or, or change the students to be the people with the best capacity for acquiring knowledge. So I think we are on a good path. So in my opinion, while in the 90s I still used to go to a library to look for a specific topic in the books that were there. Today the library comes to my home, to the comfort of my home. I know that my students will notice the advantage they have because they were born with them. And just as we talk of our teachers, that they couldn't have much to contribute to us, they will not expect much from me. But the important thing comes at this moment. I want to be a member of the panel of dreamers who are in front of them, showing them how little or how much I can contribute to them to survive this third world that they have to live in. Thanks.